So I'm one of those people that's lucky enough. My spinal cord injury is a very low level. It's the L4, L5. And so what that means is I lost S1 through S4, which are all the bodily functions. So I'm incontinent bowel and bladder. And so what would happen to me, and this has been 10 years. And so for the better part of 8 years, once a month, I'd have to go into Vons and I'd have to stack up a shopping cart. And I'd have to put pads, diapers, KY jelly, catheters, gloves. I'd try and hide it all under a bunch of cans of Diet Coke, but there just wasn't enough. And so then I'd have to go stand in line, and everybody would be looking at the cart, looking at me, looking at the cart, and it was a very, very uncomfortable situation. I'm lucky enough that the only real, minus all those things in that cart, the only thing I have is a limp. What happens behind closed doors, that's my issue, and I've learned to live with it, except it just was always uncomfortable at the store. Sometimes I try and hide it under spaghetti and everything else, but that's a lot of stuff. I go through 200 catheters a month. I must go through four cases of pads and diapers, and so it's quite a load. Thank goodness I was able to keep it in one cart. Well, then 2 years ago I got a new urologist, and the urologist, when he wrote my prescription, he said, you can use this 180 medical. They will deliver the stuff to your door. And so they filled out a little prescription, and the nice girl at the desk at the urology clinic called, and somebody called me from 180 Medical and said, we can do all these things. They can come to your house, drop them at your door. You won't have to go out. And I was like, it was so exciting to know that I wouldn't have to go back to the grocery store and face those people again. And so the service, what happens is once a month, the little brown UPS truck pulls up front. The girl, jumps out, runs to the door, and drops a plain brown box. She has no idea what's in the box, but it's all my supplies. It's a big box, but it's all my supplies. And what happens a week before I'm due for my refills, I get a very nice phone call from one of the people inside 180 Medical. They're always courteous and very, very nice. The products are delivered. Inside the box there's a little envelope where I acknowledge I received them, and I get an electronic call from their system saying, are you happy? So they're always calling me to make sure I'm happy. I've never had anybody other than be absolutely polite. Anybody who's looking for a way to get their supplies and not have the whole world see you go buy them, I highly recommend these people. They're always on time, the orders are always right, and it has just made my life so much easier in not having to deal with people outside my house with my issues.